Hey, what's up? It's that Weekend Warrior, and I'm here with Mr. Echo-based Collectibles himself, Scott, and we are at the Space Coast Collector Fest. Scott, is there anything in particular that you're looking for today?
Silverhawks.
Awesome. I'm looking for more Motu and possibly good purchase decisions. Let's check it out. You live in or around the Central Florida area, you might have seen there's like toy shows. Well, it seems like monthly. This is due to Florida Toy Shows Expos. And in February, my buddy Scott and I headed out to the Space Coast Collectors Fest. Now, going to the show, I have my list of vintage Motu I wanted to pick up, some Ninja Turtles. But one of the things that's exciting about the fact these shows happen so frequently is there's common vendors. So over time, you start to get to know people and they recognize you and you can work out some deals. So let's go make some good purchase decisions while toy hunting at the Space Coast Collector Fest. This is probably going to be a shock to some because many that collect the types of things I collect are wrestling fans or wrestling fans, however you want to say it. I am not.
You serious?
But when we walked into the expo, I'm just taking the camera and panning around, looking around, and I happen to recognize Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Yes, I do know who that is, but it doesn't mean I'm a fan of wrestling. Sorry, not my thing. It's the man himself. What's up? Got some G.I. Joe, some Black Series, some Shogun Warriors. Lab Hiss. So we got some loose figures over here. Little sewer surfing Mikey. That's awesome. You gonna get some X-Men?
Maybe.
That figure is so cool.
Hard to pass up a Wolverine in the night though.
Yeah. So when you're looking through some X-Men and some Fantastic Four, no X-Men or X-Force or Fantastic Four is complete unless you got your homies. I have to interrupt and talk about the homies on card. I don't remember them being on card. I remember like the quarter little machines with the little plastic orbs or whatever the things were called that you could turn and get the little homies. But what cracks me up about this is that there is a Whatnot streamer by SC Toy Hunter. Gene and Gino are awesome, but I feel like he's got an endless supply of these toys because it seems like every auction he's got homies. So there you go, homies on card with the X-Men. We got some Turtle Trolls on card. Those are awesome. I haven't seen those in a long time. Super cool. We got Dragonflies. That's awesome.
I'll give you a good deal. Okay?
I got you.
How you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Up, man. Please.
All right.
Film the whole thing.
All right, I got you.
Are you putting it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Good, please. Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Bill Fury. That's my daughter.
Desiree Fury.
Our Instagram is Fury's Toys.
Fury's Toys XCO.
All right, I got you.
Thank you.
Fury's Toys. Check it out.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. Got a bunch of. Okay. So he's got a large selection over here. Check out all this stuff. Let's see what we got back here. Spider-Man's. I think these are DC, but I've never seen this before. These are super cool. Let's see if they got a hot head. That's what I'm looking for. I doubt it being here, but still worth a shot to look. It's a complete raft. Triceratops, April. It's a stored shell Leo. Genghis Frog. Metalhead. It's a Shredder. It's an Undercover Dawn. Some other vintage loose. Don't really know. Summit Ranger. Not familiar. This is where it gets dangerous for me, is because I'll just randomly pick up something vintage because I'm like, oh, it's vintage. Ooh, that's super cool. And I have no idea what line they are, but they just look cool. Like that. Like that's just a cool looking figure. Sometimes going to these shows and trying to film and also shop and converse, it can be overwhelming. So it's nice to run into someone that you know or you've purchased from before. So I happened to come up to a booth, and the vendor is someone that sold me my gigantic alien that I got. As we're talking, I'm looking around at what he's got available, and on the shelf behind him, I see it. And I can't believe it. This is like 2 years of hunting. I'm not a diehard hunter, I'm a very casual hunter, but it's 2 years that I've been looking for these figures, and I finally got them. So we just made a deal for some SWAT cats and the cards from my boy Mark at, what's the name of the place?
Just Mark.
Just Mark. So come to a toy show in Florida and find Mark for the deals.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So there you go, the SWAT cats. Finally have them. After 2 years of looking, I have these figures. Mark hooked me up. It was a great deal. It was something that, I mean, even if it wasn't a deal, I would have still purchased these because I've been looking for them for that long. The thing that surprised me, though, is the fact that, one, they were in great condition, but two, like, he had the card backs. I never expected to find anything but maybe these figures. I wasn't expecting to find them together. I wasn't expecting to find accessories, but to have the figures super clean and their card backs is awesome. So, like I said, if you go to a Florida Toy Show's Expo, find the vendor Mark, go talk to him, tell him Weekend Warrior sent you, and buy some stuff. Vintage Thundercats. There's a Chitara missing her staff. Tigra. This was a monkey. I always get it wrong. There's a Mumra. Have him. Again, missing the staff. Slythe. So, I don't know why, but I've gotten super interested in all these vintage robots. I just think they're super cool. The robots are so cool. I haven't collected them, and just now I'm just like obsessed with all the vintage robots and the packaging and everything with them too. It's so neat. The top one?
Actually, both of them.
What do you got on both of these? $100? Okay. Some battle trolls. Once Scott and I got into the show, we kind of went to the first booth together and then sort of just went and did our thing, which is kind of what we do. We periodically run into each other and like, hey, what's up? Hey, what are you looking at? But most of the time at these shows, we just kind of divide and conquer and go and do our shopping and hunting. But I did catch up with Scott, and he was talking to Mark, who sold me the SWAT cats. Let's check in and see what Scott bought.
I'm the only silver hawk in the building.
Which one did you get?
Snooze, you lose, baby.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Snooze, you lose. Happened last week, too.
That concludes the Space Coast Collector Fest. I picked up some SWAT cats and some vintage Motu. What'd you pick up, Scott?
Some too expensive of comic books and Ghostbusters.
All right. I'd say all in all, it was successful. It was a lot of fun.
For sure.
So here are my pickups from the show. First up, I got Stondar and Rock On with their comics for the vintage Motu line. These were two pieces that I've been looking to add, and I found them, picked them up. Next up is the Saurozoic Warriors. I got two of the figures, and again, it's a new line that I'm really interested in. It's kind of dangerous adding more stuff to my collection, but these are just rad. The next is my very first troll, and I couldn't resist because it's Donatello. It's Turtle Trolls. There was a vendor there that had all four Turtle Trolls like still in box, and it was extremely tempting, but the price tag at the time would have just been like my whole budget for the day and like the first like 15 minutes of the show. So luckily, as I made my round to the other vendors, I was digging through a bin and I found Donatello Troll. And last but certainly not least is the absolute highlight of the event, and that is SWAT cats. Don't forget that Weekend Warrior is a Super 7 affiliate. They make some of the raddest toys and collectibles out there with their Reaction and Ultimates line, as well as some really cool apparel. Make sure you use the code WEEKENDWARRIOR, all one word, at checkout. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I am curious though, is there something that you've been hunting for that you haven't found yet, or that you have acquired? I'd love to hear about it. Leave those in the comments below. And if you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button as well as the bell to get notified when I drop new content. And until next time, be good.